It's Monday, and I usually love Mondays, but last night I was really scared, and I don't know. I watched Romeo and Juliet, the really cool Baz Luhrmann version, which is such a weird movie, and it was a lot of fun. It was great. I enjoyed watching it. It was amazing. I had such an appetite yesterday, which was really, really good. And I was just eating food, I was watching the movie, having a really good time, and then I spent too much time after the movie on Twitter, which was a really bad idea. And I don't know, I kind of just saw things about like how this could progress, and I got really kind of overwhelmed by that information. And I think the scariest part is realizing that like no one really knows what's going on or what's about to happen, but like it could be okay, but right now it's just scary. And I don't know how to deal. I'm more scared and anxious than I've ever been in my life. It's impacting me because when I went to sleep, I was like, I just want a sign of what I should do, because I'm trying to decide between going home or not. And I ended up with those really, really back and forth weird like hot or cold flashes. Again, this could be iron based, this could be stress, this could be so many things. I took my temperature this morning because I was still feeling those like really back and forth flashes, and I have a normal temperature. Like I don't have a fever, I don't have a cough, like I feel like totally okay, but like also not okay. But what I learned, and I couldn't sleep, like I went to sleep around 3-ish because I spent a long time on Twitter, and then I just like felt like I was up all night, like constantly going to the bathroom, just constantly stared at. I just realized that I really mentally cannot deal, and that's to be expected. It's okay to not be okay, it's okay to be scared, but I'm really, really just not handling this is that great. And I know a lot of this struggle will go away, and of course I still have a lot of stressful things with going home too, but and especially since it's so last second, I feel like it's really just the easy way out. And I want to stay strong, but I'm like, I don't need to prove myself that I'm strong. I've been through so much, and this is free time to go and not have to worry about literally missing any opportunities or anything crazy like that. And like I feel guilty for leaving, but I also know that that's probably my best bet, to just relax and have time with my family, because that's what's important. And it was really hard to make this decision. I spent a long time thinking about it. I spent days. I went on a really long walk yesterday. I called home and talked it all through, back and forth, non-stop. And even this morning, like, even when I booked the flight, I literally, like, I was so hesitant to do it. And when I did it, I just started crying. Like, I love being home, but it's hard going back and forth to begin with. And I'm highly emotional lately. And with everything that's going on, it's just, I'm feeling rushed into this decision. It's like I'm forcing, like it's like all these outside factors are forcing me to do this, even though I wasn't ready to do this. I wasn't prepared to make that jump and just like literally go on a plane tomorrow. Like literally my plane is at 7:20 in the morning. Can we just talk about that for a second? First of all, it was only like $140 to literally book a flight, which is still a lot of money, but it's like genuinely not that much money for a last second flight. I've never had, flights usually for me are never that cheap to begin with, and that's talking months in advance. So this deal was stagnant. I could have chosen any day, but the sooner the better, because if we go a lockdown, then I'm stuck. And if I'm gonna be stuck, I kind of just want to be stuck with my family. So it's hard either way, and I have to live with this decision, and I'm very sad and scared and really, really upset about it. But you know what? It's okay. It's literally okay. So I have to pack. I'm tossing in laundry, and I have to charge my camera. I have to get ready to leave at like 5 a.m. to go to the very empty, scary airport and make it back as quick as I can. And today I actually have to drop off all my costume stuff, which is so sad. I don't want to do that. Like, it's like I already let everyone know, and all my parties have been canceled and everything, so it's like I don't know, I let everyone know, and I'm still gonna go to class after dropping off the costumes today, so I have to really get everything done within a couple of hours. But yeah, I'm literally packing up, and it's a one-way, which is the scariest thing in the world. I don't like that. And I'll be back and I keep telling myself mentally, because even if you don't book the actual ticket, you still have to have a mental plan. So my mental plan is to be back early April. Early to mid-April is perfect. I still have jury duty in April. I'm still supposed to have a doctor's appointment with an actual doctor here, which I don't have a doctor right now, so it's really, really important that I go to that and get all the tests and everything. So obviously, like, yeah, I'm coming back, okay? I am coming back. It's just, it's scary not knowing when. And it's really scary, just like, I even sent out, hey, if there's any opportunities that come up, whether it's like active for parties or anything, like, please just like tell me. I'll be back. I will. I just, like, obviously all my stuff is still here, like, I'm still like paying for rent, I'm still like going to be here, but like, it's just a little break. Creatively I'll get stuff done and it'll be fine, but I still have to put away laundry too that has been sitting here for probably going on a week now. I'm gonna work on book stuff too, because I have a lot of that, and taxes and things that I have not done yet, so it'll be good. Anyway, I need to pack because I have literally no hours left to do this. So yeah, wish me luck. I found out class was actually canceled, so I'm not going to class now. So I've just been working on packing, getting things together, sending out a couple emails, and then I'm actually going to go and swap out the costumes. I did go to the bank. I walked in the rain. It's quite rainy, and I am terrified to drive in the rain when it's getting dark all the way to Sherman Oaks. Yeah, we're going to be okay, but this is a day. So that drive actually turned out to be quite nice, and I had a good time. Yeah, class got canceled. I don't remember if I said that or not, but regardless of class being canceled because things have been crazy lately, I still had to drive in a literal torrential rainstorm to drop off all of the costumes and materials that I currently have. I ended up with way more balloon sets than I actually thought I had, which was pretty funny. But yeah, because if I'm going to be away for a while, obviously I'm not having any parties. There really aren't any anyway. That's part of how I'm able to go. So I was just like, yep, okay, I need to drop literally all of this off. So I did a wholesome, nice little drive in the rain. It's just quite nice. Little scary at first and very intimidating in the way there, but it turned out fine. I was listening to fun music. I was just feeling great. So yeah, how do I feel? It's waves of emotions. You remember how I got this fun little ring over the summer and it's like a wave? Yeah, classic me, I know. Yep. I got it with the idea of life goes in waves, which was something I learned very early into after graduation life. But I didn't know the half of it back then, and now I definitely do. And the thing is I know everything seems to be changing and happening, and everything is so random and weird, and it was like that before, but like now it's just next level. Like the fact I literally booked a flight and within the same 24 hours in which I would be A, checking in, and B, like just flying off. Like I had to get the flight, check into the flight, and in a few hours I'm going to be on the flight, and the next thing you know is I'm going to be back. And that's so weird to me because that was not planned in the slightest, and I usually take months to plan these sorts of trips, so this is just very, very, very weird to me. And the way I've been feeling is so new, and everything that's going on is new, and it's new to everybody, and it's ugh. So moral of the story is I still need to pack and finish just folding laundry and make dinner and things like that. And then get to the airport at like 5:30 in the morning, which is something I am not fully prepared mentally to do, but hey, my sleep isn't so bad anyway. This is nothing, right? Anyway, yeah. So that's what's going on. I do feel a little more at peace with my decision today. I know it's like there's moments of sadness and moments of, you know, this really, really, really strong, like anytime I leave California I get really sad because I know I'm meant to be here, and that's a part of me realizing I'm definitely meant to be here, and it's such a beautiful place to be, and it's where I've had so many amazing memories, and I'm sure to have so many more. And it's like anytime I leave it's always kind of like this, but this is like a new layer of that, so that makes it scary. But I'm going to be back within like a couple of weeks anyway. I mean, hopefully this doesn't extend out too far, but I really think this will be a matter of just going back for a couple of weeks, feeling okay, having a break, super, super relaxed. Like mentally this is going to be really, really good, and I think that's, yeah, that's why I'm going. Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know if any of this made sense, but I'm tired and hungry, so that would explain why I can't talk. But the point of me filming right now is to say that even though things are random, things are changing, things are weird, and I'm sure that even when I do come back, it's going to be different, or I'm going to feel different, or things will be different. And that is a very, very, very scary and weird thought. But it's also exciting because every time I'm afraid of things being different, it turns out to be so much better. And, you know, I appreciate every stage of my life as it happens and what it is. But in the in-between is always very hard for me, no matter what transitional stage I'm at. But, you know, this feels like it might be another one of those. And even though it's very difficult right now, and it's like parting ways of a little part of my life that I really love, I'm really, really aware that at this point, like, there's so much excitement and wild, crazy dreams coming true in that next chapter. And this is kind of like just a little turnover time. I don't know, it feels like that, at least, based on experiences within my life. So I took a very long drive back. I had fun with my drive, which is why it was long. Oh, I'm gonna have to change the cars. Yeah, I just realized that. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I do. I'm pretty excited to, yeah, I went up to campus for a bit. I saw just like the overlook of the bluff and everything, because I wanted to have a minute for that. And it was quite nice, like literally amazing. A good time, you know? So that's what's happening. But yeah, that's the tea. Yeah, I'm still here, and there is daylight on my face. So clearly you see my face. I should have touched my face. So you see, today has been a interesting turn of events. I have learned that I am completely out of control of pretty much everything at this point, which is part of why I needed to go home for a bit. So I'm going to say a fun little story. Now, last night, about a bajillion times over, I got everything packed, I got everything ready. Like literally right after I took my shower, I set an alarm. Actually no, I set the alarm before I took a shower. And after I checked several times to make sure it was set. It was supposed to be literally for 4:30 in the morning. There's a fun little plane emoji, and it was going to play Clocks by Coldplay because I like waking up to that song, and I've had that song for years, so I know I'm going to wake up to it. And even if I'm asleep, I can't just process it into my dream. I know, oh, that's usually my alarm sound. I'm probably in a dream and I need to wake up now. And I wake up, and that's how it works. So I was guaranteeably ready to be a human and get up at 4:30 in the morning. And I went to sleep about 12:40ish, somewhere around there. I don't really remember, but the alarm was set. I double checked it even right before I fell asleep. I'm like, I gotta check this one more time just in case. And sure enough, it's there, it's checked, it's ready to go. My sound is on, everything is good, I'm ready. So I fell asleep, and again, I've been going on next to no sleep. For the day before, I literally had the worst night, so it was really like I needed to sleep. And naturally, I was sleeping a little bit harder, but it didn't make a huge difference because I was going to wake up for this alarm, right? Right? Cool. Anyway, meanwhile, the sun hits the building very nicely across the way in a really beautiful, I've never seen it like this way, okay? So as I'm sleeping, the sun, for a very brief moment, hits it where it looks orange, and the sky is vivid blue. Now this is a very vivid orange and a very vivid blue. Unreal, the most beautiful thing. It looks like a payday. Bob Ross would be quaking, okay? This is great. And that light sensitivity, now I'm a heavy sleeper, and my roommate Brenna is actually kind of a lighter sleeper. I say kind of, but she actually is. So the light actually woke her up, and then she told me this later, so I'm kind of like reminding everyone's stories here. But she looked on over, she was like, oh, that's really cool. And then realized, should I wake up Sarah at this point? Just after checking her phone, she realized it was 7:30. And she knew. Actually, she was trying to help drive me to the airport. So meanwhile, I am just like asleep, dreaming about being at a farmer's market and wondering if I should sample a literal soft pretzel. They had like little bites, and I was very excited. And in between, I kind of like barely kind of rolled over. I was like kind of awake, kind of asleep, you know, that stage. And I heard Brenda say, Sarah. I was like, wait, what? And I could not process what she was saying, and I was trying to figure out what's going on. She's like, eventually there was a dramatic pause, which I barely noticed because the whole thing was dramatic already. And she was like, it's 7:30. And again, I still didn't get it right off the way. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I see the sunlight, I see it's bright. I'm like, oh no. Literally the moment that I called the Ferris Bueller on line 2 moment, if you know, you know, and you should know. Panic, complete panic. So I bounced out of bed so quick, like blew out. Actually, like literally took my phone on the way, looked down at it. There could have been a fast zoom to my phone and then back to my reaction, because it's a bunch of missed calls and texts from my parents being like, what's going on? I see you're at your apartment. I barely read the rest of it before instantly calling home and be like, I'm so sorry, I missed everything. I literally was, you know, asleep. And keep in mind, my plane was supposed to take off at 7:20-ish. I was going to get up at 4:30. I was going to get there by 5:15. I'm actually close to the airport, so that's nice. This was going to be a fine, good thing. And I missed my flight, and I realized at that point I didn't know what to do, and I was afraid I was going to be out the money. I know that there's a small window in which you're allowed to actually get the refund or put it towards a different trip, so I was very scared. And if that's the case, does that mean I'm just trapped here? It's just a lot to deal with, especially first stayed on decent sleep. And you know, my mom's like, just call Southwest. So I was like, okay, cool. So I literally call the airline. I'm like, yo, that I like panic, okay? And I have a tendency to kind of underplay my stress when I'm talking to other people, to kind of like bring up like just being nice and conversational. But I brought that stress out. I really made it a point to be like, I am terrified, this sucks, like I feel really bad, this is annoying, what can be done? And the sweetest lady on the other side of the phone saved the day. She was like, it's okay, I've been there, that's the worst feeling, I feel for you, it's okay, we're going to figure it out. She checked for flights today, because I was like, is there anything today? She looked for several airports around the area and nothing is available. Like, there aren't any flights. It's not even like, oh, they're booked. Like, no, there's literally no flights to connect me to where I need to go in the same day. It is and that's what I noticed last week too when I started looking into this. It's the same flight, same time, same situation, and only one a day. So like, okay. So yeah, she ended up checking through everything, trying to find a way through, being super calm and nice about it, and then was like, you know what, all right, well, the only thing available will be the one tomorrow. But that was kind of like the last case thing. Like, she really went out of her way to find something today for me, which was super sweet. And then I was like, yeah, I'll do the one tomorrow. So she's like, okay, cool, same number, you can just transfer over, you don't have to pay anything extra, you're totally fine, it's just going to be as if it was your trip today. So I'm like, okay, cool, thank you, you lifesaver, this is great. And then I called back home. I found out that both my parents were actually freaking out because I wasn't responding to anything, because I was asleep and my phone was clearly at the apartment instead of the airport. So, and I always text them whenever I'm traveling, just to send updates on where I'm at. Yeah, so this was not one of those situations because clearly I was asleep. So that was scary. I was very jittery, but like more like upbeat jitters. Like lately I've had jitters that feel like dark and heavy. This is an upbeat jitter. So I made a funny TikTok about it. I talked it over with my mom until I started getting really tired. I went through Twitter for probably longer than I should have. And then I decided to, actually no, and then I got a call back about just like other medical stuff that I recently went, because I took some tests recently, and they're like, oh, you're pretty much okay, but there's like this, and it's like, fine, I'm okay, I have to do a follow-up at the end of April. So all is going well. And then I went back to sleep, and then I started having really weird dreams where I, kid you not, like part of it, most of it was like around here, but like my roommates were here and my family was here. And yeah, at one point, like I was losing my teeth. Like my literal teeth were falling out. It was like I was eating sunflower seeds or something. And like I was just losing my teeth, and it was really scary. Then another part was like the side of my cheek was just like swollen up. And I was trying to explain it, but nobody saw it as bad as I felt it. So that was scary. And then when I was worried about the cheek, I looked out over into the mirror, actually in the bathroom back home, which was weird. and like I saw this little like red wormy thing crawl through this eye, and as it goes up it's leaving this streak of red, like blood, like all the way down, and my eye was going red. You know what all that means? I looked it up the second I woke up at like 11:30ish, and turns out the teeth is based on losing control and being afraid of losing something that means a lot to you, and it's just such a part of you. And that made so much sense, me losing control of just life and how things are going, and being afraid of leaving LA and leaving this part of me, because of course when I come back things are still going to be different than they are, or I should say how they were, and that's scary. So that made sense. And then when it comes down to my cheek, that interprets to kind of like I'm having a hard time keeping up this image. It's just gotten to a breaking point where I've lost control of that too, and I'm just like constantly trying to put up this image of who I am and what I'm doing, but if I feel like it's all kind of like falling apart. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but also it's not a great thing, so that's that. And then the eye thing is because I'm looking at things negatively. Now another thing I found out is I remember there was very vivid, like my other eye, when I first looked at my eyes, they were very vivid blue. Now yeah, they're very vivid blue to begin with, but this is extra. Like I took mental note in my dream of my eyes are really blue, and then this one starts getting all like red and gross. So that actually translates, because like I said, I looked this all up and it was so spot on. Like I believe that this is definitely the point. But yeah, the blue actually means that you're very clear and positive, and it's like how things are, and you have a good perception and things are going well and you see things in a really great way, which is true. But then as the worry was literally creeping through my eye and it was all red and gross, that is the increasing negativity, and how what I used to see in such a positive, good light is now starting to be influenced by fear and worry and this negativity, and I'm seeing it through more negativeness, and I'm struggling with that to try not to, but it's really, really hard lately. So we love fun dream interpretations, am I right? So yeah, so I woke up, I took my iron as I do, and I literally made breakfast. I've just been chilling. I'm going to probably watch Starstruck with Ava a little bit later because we've been meaning to watch that movie for a really long time now, and it's like, yep, we're watching it. And edit, because literally everything else is pretty much done and set, which is amazing and great. I want to play the ukulele for a bit. Didn't have time to do that yesterday while I was packing. So it's all going to be okay, and things are fine. And I genuinely believe that with the way that everything worked out this morning, I wasn't meant to be on that flight. Like I was meant to just sleep through it and have this happen instead. And I've never had anything close to this happen before, so it felt too weird. Like a part of my jitters were really just acknowledging this is weird. Like this has never happened. So for whatever reason, I was meant to be here today and not be on those flights. But now I have an extra day where I'm like, ah, cool. Also, because I checked in the second the flight was updated for tomorrow, I got double A's, and I was supposed to have a B and a C, so ha, double A team, what up, this is fun. So yeah, that's my update. I don't think I've ever gotten double A's before for a flight, so I'm like, yep, nice. So that's my update. I know it's been kind of a crazy morning, but it's been a good one too, so yay! It's actually warm. The breeze is cold, but the water's warm. Wait, I should roll up my pants.
You're late! Come on!
Hello, and welcome to It's Corona Time. Yeah, okay, realistic story here. I did end up booking a flight, and I finally made it, second time around. And here we are. I am back home, and it's really cozy, really nice. Honestly, just being back has been the best thing for me right now. Mentally, I'm kind of a mess, and I've been, and this was kind of like the breaking point, and here we are. So things are getting better. I am very happy to be back. I am taking this as a life break because honestly, I never thought I'd get one like this. So this is me trying to be positive right now and just enjoy, and that's what I've been doing. I baked a pie today, which was a lot of fun. I've been sleeping a lot. I've been staying up late also a lot, so yeah, that's a thing. It's watching movies, spending so much time with my family, and just being really happy. And I'm still being, you know, very attentive to casting calls and things like that online, which is very cool, and just kind of having things still happen. I'm getting farther with my books, which is nice. Getting more into music and everything. I played the piano like every day so far, which is really cool. And I'm just trying to relax, stay productive, and really just mentally address things because I don't do enough of that. So here we are. That being said, I am actually going to take a pause on filming, I'm pretty sure, just because I film so much literally every single day, and I've been for like years, and I think like I have so much to edit right now, and I'll film very sporadically as things happen. And really right now I'm kind of just enjoying having a break and not really taking too much extra time to bring out my camera and film it, because it's like really just a pause on everything, and I kind of think this might be a part of it. But of course a part of me still wants to kind of document this very weird time of life, but a lot's going on, and I think this will be one of those strangely bigger traumatic enough things that will happen within my lifespan that I will genuinely remember what's going on whether I film it or not. So yeah, it's scary, it's a lot, it's very overwhelming, and it's weird to think that nobody has any sort of idea of what's going on, and it seems very scary. Also, it's nice and cold here, but like kind of springtime, and honestly I don't know what this weather is, but it's been good. I'm here. So that's my update. I think I'll probably end up ending this vlog just right here as I am, but that's my fun update. That's what's going on. It's really nice to be back, and I just hope everything just goes really well and things are okay and everyone's healthy and everything works out. So yeah.